Listen, if you all are not coming to China in 2025, you're going to be done in the next 10 to 15 years.
The way I think about China, I call it the engineering state because at various points in the last few decades, the entirety of the Standing Committee of the Politburo, the 9 highest ruling members of the Chinese Communist Party, all of them had degrees in engineering of a very Soviet sort. So these are people who are trained to build, where a mega project is kind of the answer to any number of quandaries that they have. So for the Chinese, there is no problem that cannot be solved with yet another bridge, road, highway, hyperscaler, coal plant, home. And so China is just building its way out of all of its problems. The problem is that they are also fundamentally social engineers. And so they spend a lot of time thinking about how they can engineer the population as well. The US is really a country where the government is made by the lawyers, for the lawyers, and of the lawyers. Lawyers have been very deeply entrenched in America since the very founding. So if you take a look at the first 13 American presidents, everyone from Washington to Lincoln, all but 3 of them had practiced law at some point. The Democratic Party today is really full of lawyers, such that between 1980 to 2020, every single vice presidential and presidential nominee by the Democrats had gone to law school before. And the issue with lawyers is that they're really good at saying no. They're really good at blocking things. And so in the lawyerly society, you don't have stupid ideas like the one-child policy. You also don't have very functional infrastructure almost anywhere throughout the country.
I'm gonna tell y'all, this is how it go. It's simple. It sounds unreal, but this is how it go in China. Once you get hired by a good company, they're gonna buy your ticket to get there. They're gonna help you get all your visa, get everything settled. The next thing they're gonna do, they're gonna ask you, do you have a family? Because if you have a family, that means they're gonna buy you a bigger apartment so your family can be comfortable. They're not gonna put you in no small apartment if you have a family of 2, 3, 4. Next, they're gonna buy the apartment. They're gonna show you videos and photos. Then you can negotiate your own salary.
Greetings, my lovely people, and welcome back to my channel. So in 2025, a lot of Black Americans are leaving the United States in search of a new life in China. But what's driving this shift? Many are looking for economic opportunities. Others are simply looking for adventure. But one thing is clear, American dream doesn't feel so dreamy anymore. So let's get to see the reactions, then we come back with commentary.
Listen, if you all are not coming to China in 2025, you're going to be done in the next 10 to 15 years. I just saw a video of an individual. He said the same thing. He's only been here 2 weeks, and he's just now discovering what I've known for 17 years. Listen, I live in China. I do business here. I have a lot of stuff going on here in China. I help people source. Yes, you do have companies who are willing to pay for your first round of production. The innovation here, the forward thinking here, the building, and what they are trying to do here is just unmatched when it comes to the US. You don't even have to come here and take your products back to the US. You have companies in China, Chinese companies, large enterprises that will help you advertise in other markets. Listen, y'all, I live in China, been here for almost 7 years. I have my family here. We are within this community. And if you are owning any type of brand and you are doing business in China, this is the time to get here and to connect with manufacturers. They are literally helping. I can't even speak about all of the stuff that is going on. And it's kind of hard because you have to be here to even understand the gravity of what I am saying. If you are an entrepreneur and you're not coming to China in 2025, just hang it up.
So for some reason, it's just like hard for people to really comprehend what I'm saying. Like when you work in China, bro, they take care of everything. Like everything that I'm telling y'all is 100% true. They take care of you. They give you a free flight there once you get hired. a free apartment, furnished. Everything comes included. You don't have to worry about anything. And no, they're not paying you no cheap salary. When you're going to work there as a foreigner, especially as an American, they're going to pay you comparable to what you get paid here. But the difference is you save a lot more. On top of the free flight there, the free fully furnished apartment, and sometimes even free meals. Everything is so cheap out there. I'm talking about you don't even have to cook. $2-3 meals that you can buy for yourself. Best public transportation in the world by far. Subway costs less than $1 to take to most places around whatever city you in. Like, these job opportunities are really out there, offering all of these perks and even more if you got a family. Like, they really look out for their employee. They know as an American, when you're traveling halfway across the world to work for them, you're expecting the best, and they do their best to provide that for you. Like, these opportunities really be clutch and like a fresh of breath air, because as an American myself, experiencing the system and not really liking it, feeling like I'm bogged down and constrained, like being able to leave the country and finally save and still live a great lifestyle at the same time was like amazing to me. And Americans should be more open-minded to exploring these opportunities, because it was absolutely life-changing for me. Like, people got their thoughts about, overseas and China in general, but like, as a 6'8" black man, I was extremely comfortable, safe, had no problems, saved my bread, did what I had to do, enjoyed my life. And then when I wanted to come back home to visit family, did that. Everything was smooth. I couldn't believe how seamless it was for me for going to a foreign country I'd never been to before. Like, I'm really telling y'all be surprised what y'all find out there, because the life I lived there was way better than the one I lived in America, I'm telling you. And I know a lot of y'all can probably relate to, how stuff going on for y'all in America, but for me, that switch changed my life.
You guys are so used to getting scammed in America that you fail to believe that you can get a $1,000 apartment like this. Like, hold on, let me show you. This is our $1,000 apartment. Literally the first people to live in here. There's literally already stuff in here that is not even set up yet, such as this tablet. This actually just controls the whole house, including the elevator we have outside. But check out our kitchen. Don't mind the mess. We've been cooking and doing stuff. We've been ripping and running everywhere because we literally have to furnish this whole place. But our refrigerator was only $240. Literally amazing. It has a deep freezer. It has a regular freezer, and it even has a big old refrigerator for only $240. But yeah, you guys, it's pretty much insane what you can get in China for your money. Let me turn these lights off. Turn those off. But this is one of the bedrooms that we have furnished already. Mind you, this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath place. The couch is automatic. We got this couch for only $230. Let me show you what this couch can do. The couch goes in and out. This couch was custom made for us for only $230. An extendo couch? Like, what? This is insane. But yeah, this is pretty much our master bedroom. Suitcases over there. Literally just moved in. Don't mind the mess. I'm just being authentic with you guys. We got bikes so we can be active. This is going to be the office, literally. And then this is going to be my beauty room. Literally going to be my beauty room. But yeah, I just showed you guys this because a lot of people be in my comments talking mess, saying that they don't believe that this is only $1,000 a month and stuff like this. But we have a big kitchen, big living room, big view. We can see the mountains, we can see the city. Like, all of this is only $1,000 a month. I promise you that.
Guys, I live in China. I've been living here for almost 14 years. And I'm trying to tell you, Chinese people are not brainiacs. They're not super geniuses like Americans try to make them out to be. They're just like you and me. The difference is, there's a few differences, but the main difference is they fucking take education seriously. Their kids, once they go to high school, they live at fucking high school. In America, we wait till we go to college and then live in the dorms. No, their kids live in the dorms in high school. 7th grade, you're going to be living at school. You don't come home until the fucking weekend. You don't have time to join gangs. You don't have time to play video games. You don't have time to TikTok around. You're studying. Your parents make you study. And parents are off working. They don't see their kids until the fucking weekend. And during the weekend, the kids are mostly staying at home doing homework, or you spend a few hours in the park in the city I live in. I live in Hangzhou, and it has the most beautiful scenic areas. And when you go out on the weekends, you see families just walking and enjoying the scenery. You see families just hanging out, playing with their kids. You see couples just walking around at the mall or in the streets, just walking and having a peaceful, loving time. This is the difference. In America, we're too busy fighting each other. And I know what you're saying. Well, Mike, in China, everybody's Chinese. That's bullshit. There's 56 ethnicities here. Chinese are no different than us. They all talk shit about each other the same way. Shanghai people think they're better than everybody else. Beijing people think they're better than everybody else. They all talk shit about each other. But when it comes time to getting the job done, they fucking put their shit aside and they get the job done. This is why we're getting our asses kicked back in America. I'm tired of fucking with you guys. Every time you turn on TikTok, you see a new video. Chinese created something new. Chinese built something new. Chinese did something new that's better than America. But guess what? Most of these kids are studying in America, or they're studying in the UK. They're studying abroad. They come back home with all that knowledge and take it to China and put shit together. While we're too busy fucking fighting and electing perverts, and goes back to the educational system. Their educational system is set up the same way we have it here. High school, middle school, all that stuff. But the main difference is what we should be doing back home is these kids as early as 6th grade live at school.
But it's not just the economy. Many Black Americans are discovering that the social experience in China is like anything they have encountered at home. People aren't suspicious and hostile. They are just curious, welcoming, and eager to learn. That's why you see that most of Chinese, when they see a Black person in their country, they are quick to request for photos, because they have never seen a Black person before. And they easily embrace them and show them love, unlike America, where racism has left deep scars,
Actually, a lot of Black people you'll talk to say they prefer the racism in China over back in the States. They perceive it to be differently because here they see it more as ignorance, whereas in the States it's more like hate. Like people actually hate you and like want to kill you or threaten you violently. But in China it's more like, it's just different. It doesn't seem like they hate you. Especially when I speak Chinese, I can go almost anywhere and talk to people, at least in the places I've been so far, and people will kind of accept me, I guess. I don't know how else to explain that, but they won't be like, oh, get out of my store. They won't follow me around in the store and see if I'm trying to steal something. They won't, be rude to me. Now, that's not the case for all Black people. Again, I'm the Obama Black, I guess, that Chinese people are more comfortable with. So when you have kind of darker skinned Black people, their experiences are much, much different than mine.
想拍个照吗？对，好啊，可以啊，可以啊，好，这边，好，好啊。
可以说汉语吗？
啊，可以啊。
可以合个照吗？
啊，可以啊。
谢谢。要不你拿着我照不？
好好。
我帮你拿。
等一下。
啊。哎，谢谢。
哎，
反过来也行，没事。
这样可以。
简单。看着。谢谢。
好，大家可以拍个照片吗？哦，可以啊，可以。Beautiful， 你也是，好漂亮。
合个照呗。
哦，拍，我也拍。
好，谢谢啊，谢谢。
梅姐，可以给你合张照吗？可以啊，谢谢啊，谢谢。好，谢谢啊，拜拜。谢谢。好，来这边。可以啊。拜拜。
10 years ago, I left the U.S., came to China, and I've been living here since 2012. And I just want to give you a little bit of my experience or my advice, or my ideas of an American living in China for 10 years. And I see what's going on back home, and it saddens me. China is not our enemy, period. They'll throw words around like communism, communist, but you got to realize America started off also as a communist country. This word communism is not a bad word. It's what we all partake of every day. Back home, if you're a Christian and you take communion, the word comes from communism. It's the same thing, you're sharing. When you drink that little grape juice and pretend like it's blood of Jesus, you're communion. part of communism, same thing. If you go to a picnic or a barbecue, you bring something to eat, you share with everybody else what you're doing, you're communing. You're being part of a communist organization. You're being part of communism. So this is not a bad word, and it's being misrepresented all the time. When China started out many years ago, China was very poor. After the Japanese invasion, they had to rebuild. So they had to be a communist party because they had to share. For a village to survive, they had to share. That means everybody had to bring something to put into the pot and share with each other. Now, today, China is only communism by name. It's very much a capitalist country, very much part of a capitalist country, very much a mixed economy. 10 years ago, I came here. Now I own a business here, bought a house, got married, and I was able to do all that as a part of capitalism. So don't be fooled when they're throwing these words around like communism this. Communism and authoritarianism are two different things. Yes, China is authoritarianism. However, America is on its way to becoming authoritarianism too, if you don't stop it. So what's the idea? What's the point? What's the idea behind trying to go to war with China? It makes no fucking sense. You guys got outsmarted. Our government was outsmarted. You allowed China to show the truth, how true democracy is made. Going abroad to other countries and making deals, not going around to other countries and making war. You see how it's done? See how it's supposed to be done? And so now you feel embarrassed because China showed you how to do it the right way, and now you want to go to war. Don't let them do it, people. Because I guarantee you, nobody wants to fight in another war. Remember when Bush took us to war with Iraq, Afghanistan? And it was China that bailed us out after Bush broke our economy, made us poor, and we got all that money from China. Imagine somebody borrows money from you, and then it's time to pay them back, so you start calling them your enemy. That's some cowardice bullshit right there. No, they're not our enemy.
I think I'm going to move to China too. Imagine living in a city where a modern apartment costs about $1,000, you know? A place where infrastructure is clean, efficient, and cutting edge, and where technology and innovation seems limitless. Compare that to many American cities where rent can reach up to $2,000, $3,000, or even $4,000, you know? And the cost of living continues to climb without any signs of relief. So for many, this revelation is life-changing, you know? They are realizing that everything they were told about China is not true, you know? It was a myth. The negative stereotypes, you know? The warnings, the exaggerations might not have been so true, you know? And some are beginning to question what they were really chasing in the United States. They are discovering a place where opportunity is within reach and where life doesn't have to be constant stress, you know, just to make ends meet. The experiences they share paint a vivid picture. Affordability, innovation, and modern infrastructure, and the warm curiosity of the people. So for many people, it's more than just a change of address, you know. It is a chance to live in a place that values their presence without the weight of centuries of old racial tensions. And perhaps the most striking realization of all is how this challenges everything they have been told about China. So the promises of the so-called American dream are now being reevaluated. People are waking up to the fact that life can be better, simpler, and richer in ways they can even imagine, you know? And this is sparking a movement, a quiet migration of Black Americans seeking not just a new home, but a new vision of what life can be. So, are you planning to move to China? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.